Hello, welcome. Welcome to Mr. Kernow's junkyard. No, I'm joking, folks. Right. Hope you're all good. Hope you had a great week so far. We've been quite busy, proactive again as normal. Just going to adjust the camera a little bit. Just going to adjust the camera a little bit. Hopefully. Okay, I think we're nearly there, aren't we? Is that all right? That do for you folks? Right, so hello. So just going to take a drink a minute, folks. I hope you can hear me okay. Hopefully, we've only got one person in the house. Pardinium. Okay. So just doing a few more adjustments a minute, folks. We've got a brand new computer now. It's one of these little tiny ones. I forget the name of it now. I think it's Geekdom. Yes, it is a Geekdom. Hopefully the audio is coming through okay. Exploring Eden Valley Adventures. Hi mate, how you doing? Is the audio coming through okay? Am I sounding okay? Is the looks like the video is coming through nice and clear. Ghost Adventures of Cornwall. Hi mate, how you doing? I haven't seen you for ages. I hope you're good. Good, excellent, brilliant. Well, I hope everyone's okay. I'm sorry about the office here. It's a bit higgly-piggly because I've been building a shed stroke workshop, and we've still got bits and pieces that I need to put out there, sort of thing. You're booking holidays. Excellent. I hope you're enjoying the holidays, or will be enjoying your holidays, Mark. I hope you're good, and I hope the family's all good as well. Danny, hi mate, how you doing? So what I'm doing, folks, is I've got this Samsung tablet here, and I'm gonna view the chat through that. Good, excellent, right, okay. Now it looks like I've got lots of stuff around me, folks. I have, but we're going to be in the process of sorting out the office HQ very soon. That's next on the agenda because I've been so busy with the workshop. We're going to be doing some more lives in the workshop now. I've bought these Wi-Fi repeaters, folks, and what they do is they boost your Wi-Fi signal around your house. I've got one out here. I don't know if you guys can see that or no. No, you can't because my wheel trims are in the way. Um, and I've checked the signal. I've logged on because you've got to log into the extra. Indeed, Mark. Indeed. Um, I've had to actually log into it, which I thought it would just boost the signal. It does boost the signal, but you've got to log into it to use it. And I was there earlier today thinking, how the flip am I going to do this? I had no clue. So I had to read the resurrections, folks. The resurrections. Abandoned Cornwall. Hi mate, how you doing? All good? Hope you're good. I'm multitasking here, folks. I've got the chat there on the big screen, and I've also got it on here. Captain Cornish. Hi mate, how you doing? Yeah, so yeah, this is a new little notepad thing we got. It's a Galaxy, Samsung Galaxy thingy bobby thing. Yeah. It Tablet 9, said Mrs. Kernow. Yeah. So it's pretty good, folks. It came with the little protective thing with it as well, so that's not bad. Yeah, not bad, Captain, not bad. Okay, so let's leave that there a moment. So we've been fairly busy again, haven't we? Now, this new computer that we've got, it's got a terabyte hard drive on it, which for what I do, folks, it's ideal really, and it's Windows 11, so it's the new operating thingy bob, which is quite good, I think. Um, okay, so the last video we did was, well, it's a pre-record, folks. Only recently found this because it was lost in one of the cameras, and I've got multiple cameras, as you can imagine. And I looked on the Insta360, and there it was, a small little um, video that we did when we were down in the Cornish tin mine. Now, I'd just like to say, following on from that, I've looked at my other DJI camera, the Action 3, I think it is, because when we were down underground, we had multiple cameras, and our crew member Chris, aka Cookie, had that camera on him, and we've got several clips on it, and so we can make like 2 or 3 videos out of that. So over the next day or so, hopefully before Saturday, mind you, the weather's meant to be going pants on Saturday, isn't it? So I think what we'll do is we'll probably edit that for Saturday, at least get one video done, folks, and then we'll let that go over the weekend. So that should be quite good. So you get an extra bit of underground video from us, which obviously has been archived for a couple of months. I think it is. It's got to be a couple of months since we were down there. So yeah, that should be good, shouldn't it? Danny, can't wait for that video. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it, Danny. Yeah, I really do. I really do think you'll enjoy that one. Um, the other day before work, because I work in the afternoons, folk, and it's not bad really because it gives me the mornings to be able to do bits and pieces, and of course I've been working on the workshop, and of course this week because the weather has been great, hasn't it? We managed to get a another drone flight done, and that was over at Tywin Hale Mine, which is near Puff Town. And did you know that just down from John's pumping engine house, there was another engine house there, and it was the first ever mine in the world to have electric pumps ever. So yeah, that was quite a good video, and I found quite a few little bits and pieces about that. So that was quite good. Um, on Sunday last week, me and Adam, Mr. Two Wheel Exploration, TWEX, we went to RAF St. Evil. And if you're not sure where that is, it's just the other side of Newquay. And we found a couple of pillboxes which have never been documented for YouTube ever, period. And so that was quite a good one. And then also, because we done the pillboxes, and I said to Adam, I said, well, mate, do you think we ought to go and have a look at the Battle HQ as well, just to round it off? And that's what we did, and that video is being very well received. So I'd just like to thank you all for watching it if you have. Oh, you mean Will Ellen do, Captain? Yeah, I'm not sure actually. I've heard that I've heard a lot of different things about Will Ellen. If that's the mine that you're referring to, mate. Of course. Now, before St. Evil, we did a series of videos over at Old Key Church, which is just outside of Truro. And what was this? Really, mate? Good lord. Yeah, the trouble with Wheel Ellen is the ground that's around it, because if they want to like restore the engine house and turn it into for instance, Airbnb, the ground around Wheel Ellen is very, very boggy, and it's not really ideally suited for much. And of course, the mine itself is still there. I think they tried and capped it a few years ago, but I think they didn't succeed in many different ways. You have to excuse me a minute, folks. I've got a bit of a cough. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah. So we've been underground there, as you probably are aware. I don't really want to say the name of the mine that we went underground in, but for various reasons, but if you know, you know, sort of thing. Um, but yeah, there is an engine house over near Killyfreth that was restored, and I think it's an Airbnb, and you can rent that if you want. I think it's geared up for the visitors, shall we say, um, without saying too much on that. So yeah, Old Key Church, situated in between. Well, it's right next to the Carrick Roads, folks. I'm sure Captain knows exactly where I'm referring to. My screen and my thing's gone off. Right, I need to adjust that a moment. One moment, please. One moment. Right. Settings. Nothing like live candid camera TV, eh, folks? Right. We need display. Where's that to? Ah, there we go. Timeout. 10 minutes. No, not 10 minutes. Good Lord. Right, there we go. Hopefully Mr. Kernow has put it right. We shall see, won't we, folks? Indeed we will. Right. What's going on here then? It is, Captain. Yeah, it is a very nice area to walk around. That whole area around there is a gift that keeps giving, and I've done some more digging around there, and I think we might have come up with something. So if it is something, I'll give you the locations of the item in questions, and I think you'll enjoy that. You could always take Mike down with you. That'd be good, wouldn't it? We are going to meet up with Forsaken Exploration and Captain before too long. So yeah, we did a drone flight over there. That was quite good. We also did a motorcycle ride um, from Scorrier down to there. Mothing Moth. I think it's gone. And we did an Old Key Church ride back, sort of thing. So a couple of motorcycle rides there. Me and David. Before that, folks, we did the Lost Land. Now, we thought that this place was possibly like an old farm building or something along those lines. And according to what we've seen, it's where they used to gather the animals back in like Victorian times or even before that. Um, there may have been something there at some stage in the past, but I couldn't see any evidence for it, folks. But yeah, it was quite an interesting thing. There is something around that area that is very interesting, which we are going to go and look at, and possibly, I'm not really sure right now, but possibly on Friday, folks. Yeah, no worries, Captain. No worries. You can have that. Um, so yeah, like I said to David at the time, um, we're not going to know what's there until we get boots on the ground. So we got boots on the ground, and unfortunately, it wasn't what we was expecting, shall we say? But it's not really a fail. It's still an explore because I don't think any other YouTuber have been to that place. Now, um, there is so many locations down here, folks, that um, it's going to take us ages to get to every little bit around. And I was saying on Forsaken Explorations live the other night that we've got enough down here to keep us going until next year. Easy, you know, easy, folks. I'm trying my best not to cover old ground, but we will do the odd revisit, but I don't want to turn us into a revisiting channel, if you know what I mean. I want to be able to come up with new locations, and according to what we've seen on Google Maps, I've probably got about 10 that I need to go and get down to and have a look, folks, basically. So, Portreif, we've done a bit down at Portreif recently. Carnbray, we've got a motorcycle ride there, which I've I've put on for members. I think I might release that publicly soon. And of course, we've got Portrait, the drone flight, which we did with the little mini drone. And the magic time, folks, for flying your drone is at dusk, because if you've got a strobe light on, you can maintain your visual line of sight, and it's really good. The drone rules are going to change next year, and it looks like for the next 2 years, so 26, 27, and possibly 28, those 2 years, we'll be able to use the Air 3 in more congested area, like in towns and stuff like that, according to the CAA. Um, After that, they're changing them again, which is a bit. Whoops, sorry about that. So I just don't understand what the CAA are playing at, to be honest. To keep changing the rules every flipping year. So next year, where we can fly the mini drones right now, I can fly such as the Air 2S, the Air 2, the Air 3 in those areas as well, which is quite a revelation, really. But they're also bringing in this thing called remote ID, which I'm not really impressed about, shall we say, to be honest. If you've got a legacy drone, which has not got the that built in, then you've got to buy this little thing to stick on it. Which, to be fair, folks, there's going to be a lot of people out there that are not going to bother, to be honest. And obviously, we've got to toe the line because we've got the Air 3 and the Mini 4 Pro, so they've got those modules already built in, ready to go, sort of thing. So I'm not impressed with that, to be honest, but we've just got to roll with it. Okay, let's get back to the chat a moment. We've got 10 of you in, 10 people in. Hi, how you doing? Right, now, so we've covered a bit of old ground there. Let's go and have a look on the maps, and let's have a troll about on where. Oh, the maps on this is a lot better. Flipping heck. So yeah, I've got a little mini PC now, folks. It does work really well, and it's a terabyte, and I think it's 256 doodahs as well, if you know what I mean. But it's ultra clear, and it's just amazing, folks. Windows 11 as well. So Windows 11 is not too bad, to be honest. What was that, Danny? One moment, please. Yeah, you get something given to you, then you get like the remote ID. It's like, I don't know what to make of it, but I suppose at the end of the day, it's a safety thing, isn't it? So we're just gonna have to roll with it. You know, it's going to take us multiple shots. Well, it does anyway, but it doesn't really change like that. Okay, so we've got some things in motion for Halloween now. Halloween is the next big thing coming up, really, and I've got a couple of ideas, basically, folks. Number one is possibly go down to um, the cottage, which is connected to Aleister Crowley, to do a investigation there for a while, maybe. And also there is ancient. Where is it? Lost it now. Yeah, I was thinking that, Captain. If you go down with Mike, then that would make it worthwhile, really, wouldn't it, for my crew and yourselves? It would be good to finally meet up. Halloween idea number two is Chun Castle, which is down in West Cornwall. on high ground. That's an idea. Also, Carnuni, ancient village. Now that is not too bad because if the weather changes, we've got somewhere to go and hide away, folks, from the elements because there's an underground chamber and what have you there. I'm not sure about the people that own it, how they would like us doing a full-on paranormal investigation there, but that's idea number 3, basically. Um, whoops. Indeed, Captain. Yeah, indeed. So, that's an idea, isn't it? And then idea number 4, which is heading back towards Penzance. You can probably guess where I'm going or heading. Madron Meat. Madron Meat is the next idea. And also, very close to that, there is another location which is called St. Madron Holy Chapel and Holy Well. Now, that's a possibility as well, folks. Possibility. Danny, thanks for dropping in, mate. Yeah, thank you. You'll see some Mine Explorers coming up real soon. I've got the videos. I just need to edit them. So I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow evening yet at the moment. I was meant to go and see my dad because my dad's not very well. But I may go off with David, but we've not decided. Now, we've got two urbexes coming up, folks. One is an abandoned farm, and I've done a very short investigation there, and it is abandoned. Um, I'm not sure that we can get in, but there is outbuildings, so I should be able to pull something out of the bag. Um, I'm hoping to do that with David. If not David, then Mrs. Kernow. I'm just going to make sure this is turned up a moment. One moment, please. Oh, I turned it down. Right. Can you hear me nice and clear? Hope so. Yeah. So we got this abandoned farm. It's on high ground, and I'd like to thank my fellow explorer who he is on YouTube, but he doesn't do a lot on YouTube. But yeah, so we need to have a look at that. And also, me and Adam are not finished with RAF St. Evil. We're going to go back to do another revisit because there is a lot more up there than what we can do in one day, if you know what I mean. So I'm just heading up to Nuki right now on the old maps. So part of St. Evil is at active site with MOD radar, and we will not be venturing on any active MOD site. No way. It's not worth it, folks. But there is a lot on the outside of St. Evil that we are allowed to basically be at. So we're going to go back, and it's quite an interesting location. We're going to do a paranormal up there as well because thanks to Adam from TWEX, he informed me that St. Evil Airfield was the most attacked airfield in Cornwall from the Germans during the war. And there was a lot of loss of life up there. Now, because of that, it's going to be spiritually active as heck, folks. Now, I do have some military kit, and I could do a time slip experiment. I have a Brody helmet, I have the right jacket, I have a gas mask bag and the bottle, and I got the little lamps, so we could really set it up to look like it did back during the war. So that could be a good option. Now, if I do that, I want Adam with me because he's group expert number one. And obviously, we've got Jeff and other people besides that. And so I don't know how he would feel about that. Now, if Adam said it's disrespectful, then I'm not going to do it. But if he agrees, 'cause I know he's not in chat right now, folks, because he's working tonight, he'll probably watch the replay. So big up Two Wheel Exploration, TWEX. If Adam agrees, folks, then I'll do that. And because Adam knows what to ask for and a lot more about the subject than myself, yeah, I do know a fair bit. I do know a fair bit, folks, but I don't know it all. I confess that I don't know it all. So we're going to try to do that, and that should be quite good. Now, the next airfield up is, where's it gone? Do you know it's disappeared? There we go. Got it. St. Mirren Airfield. The St. Mirren Airfield is quite a spectacular location, folks, and we're going to be doing a series of videos on that. Adam has family connections to this site, which bloody thing. Go on, get out of it. Oh, thanks, Tim. Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that, Tim. So yeah, we're going to be doing not one video, not two videos, probably about 4 or 5 videos on St. Mirren Airfield, because Adam is going to be the star of that one, folks. I guarantee it. I've been talking to the farm that owns a particular site because it's owned by 2 separate farms, and we're going to be doing a fair bit on that. And I noticed that Adam's just in the house, so big up to Will. So we're going to be waiting for when the time is right, because the time is not right at the moment, folks, because of our work commitments and other things going on behind the scenes, which I'm not at liberty to tell unless Adam agrees, but I don't think we should. But yeah, St. Mirren Airfield is going to be a gift that keeps giving, folks, and it's just amazing up there. And like I said, Mr. Two Wheel has a family connection to that one, and this will probably be the last big video that we do for this year. If the weather plays ball in a month or a couple of months or whatever, just before Crimbo, hopefully, folks. But it's just amazing up there, it really is. And there's also I think the captain's been to that one. It's the waste area. Adrian, hi mate, how you doing? I think the captain's been to that one there. So yeah, but it's an interesting area, folks, and it's just flipping amazing, really. And the amount of infrastructure that is still there is just mind blowing. Now, beyond St. Mirren, there is somewhere else which we've been to more than once, and I don't know if I can find it. Ah, here we go. I've got it. So north, hang on, northeast of St. Mirren, the other side is Davidstow Airfield, folks. Now, Davidstow Airfield, it's a vast area. It's vast. And we've done quite a bit of filming up there. I'm not sure if me and Adam have been there together, actually. I don't think we have we? Adam, have we been to Davidstow together? I don't think we have. I've been to the museum and I've done ghost hunt with my crew, Chris and David, and our friends paranormal group that we went to the museum. Now, if you get a chance, folks, if you get a chance and you're interested in World War II, I would highly suggest you go to the Davidstow Airfield and Cornwall at War Museum. It's just flipping amazing. It really is. I'm just going to take a drink a minute, folks. Pardon if you heard that. Right, let's just check the chat again a moment. Exploring with Eden Valley Adventures. Have you changed your name, mate? Have you put adventures on the end? I think you have, haven't you? Hmm. So I think Adam said that, yeah, it was a bomber station that was. We haven't been there together yet, but I'm hoping that we do before too long. Yeah, so I've done paranormal investigations at the control tower, folks, and we have captured strange anomalies when I was there with David, Chris, Sophie, and we were upstairs, and we weren't really doing a paranormal investigation, not a proper one anyway, not like what we have done. And where the officer was billeted, the flying officer, there was like a white shadow mist that moved across, and there's no explanation for it, you know. And I did at the time, I didn't see it on it with the naked eye, shall we say? Um, but yeah, it's very strange. And then outside, I took pictures because my phone does night vision as well. And bearded bodger, hi mate, how you doing? Um, I took pictures of the control tower outside, and we caught like anomalies in the windows, which is a bit odd, very strange. Oh, that's it, mate. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, welcome in. You know, it's good to see you. I have watched a fair bit of your content. I should have liked it, really. I think I have liked a little bit, but not recent. So I do apologise. I will catch up with you on there. Bodger, how you doing, mate? How did the 1940s weekend go? I see you had Chris from IKS up there, which was really good. I've noticed that he's had trouble with his transit van, which is not terribly good, is it? We're dying to get up there, mate, but it's logistics right now, and time is just not on our favor right now. Okay, Tim, that's very interesting, mate. Yeah. Well, the thing is with Plymouth, I'm sure Adam knows about this. Plymouth was pulverized by the Luftwaffe during the war, and my grandfather had his call up, and he had to go to Plymouth to have his medical, and he failed the medical basically, so he was put on duties down at Falmouth Docks working on lathes, and I know that Adam's got a few stories about the docks because Adam's got family connections to that as well, and um, before my granddad was called up, he was doing his apprenticeship at the blacksmith forge down at Bizzo, and where the forge was, because there's a garage there now, they've actually reconstructed a forge in the footprint of where the original forge was, and you can see from the window, because I've been in contact with those guys and I've told them this story that I'm going to telling you now, and where the Pernwell Viaduct is, which is the Falmouth branch which goes through the valley there. My granddad was in the forge at dusk, and I think he must have had the range going. The range, not the range, the forge going, folks, because you have to got to blow air through it to keep it really, really hot. And he's seen this year. He heard this like a droning sound, sorry, and he's seen this German bomber come up over the bridge. It was really low in the valley, and he said to me that he's seen the gunner in there, and he was like swinging about with a gun, and he's seen all the crew in there, because he was in his 20s. He absolutely bricked it, folks, and it scared the bejeebers out of him. And and then another time, this is a couple of years later, when he was down at the docks because he had to cycle from St. Day area down to Devon, where he would leave the bike with some friends, and then he would catch the bus or something from there into Falmouth. And there's one particular time he got to the bus, got to his bike, cycling up the valley, and all he could hear was a pop 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 pop. And he thought, bugger this, I'm going to hide in the ditch. And good job he did, because there's a load of bullets that went right by where he was, and that scared him quite bad. But there's loads of stories like that. I'm sure, I know for a fact that Adam's got something very similar as well, folks. And it's just amazing, really. Right, let's catch up with this minute. Oh, Andy was there, was he, Bodger? That's good. Yeah. Hell on Earth. Yeah, that's good. Carl from Duck Dodgers. Oh yeah. Bad Cat. Oh yeah, that's all right, isn't it? Yeah, it does. Doesn't it, Adam? Sounds very interesting. That does. Next year's going to be bigger and better. Well, hopefully next year we'll try our best to get up, mate. I'll take some time off work, and I may be able to club together with Mr. Adam from TWEX. If that would be good. Probably camp on site or something like that. I know that Aid said he would sort us out, so that's kind of cool, isn't it? So Davidstow, folks. Now that's quite interesting, really. Now there is somewhere else which I did say to Adam about. Full House. Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it, Adam? Okay, here we go. Now, there's another World War II site which I got so close to it, folks, but I just couldn't get to it. I think, to be honest, if I were to use my stealth tactics and go at dusk, I think I might be able to manage it. But it's another series of buildings which obviously date from World War II. There is a name for it now, but I've totally forgot. So, Mr. Kernow's, yeah. But I've got an idea of the situation there, and to be fair, I think I might be able to pull that off. To be honest, um, because we'll just go there one evening and just document as much as we can. I think that would be quite good, and I know where I can park and everything, which is even better. I'm just going to put a marker there, actually. Save shared places. There we go. So that's that one. And I know that I can milk that to make that work. So that'll be quite good. I think we'll have to do that in the next 2-3 weeks if I can, if the weather plays ball, because it's a bit of a track to go. I know I've got waterproof gear and what have you, but I don't fancy getting wet through. The shooting range down at St. Just Way. Shooting range. Probably know about that, Captain. I'm not sure, actually. The thing is, I was discussing with Adam TWEX recently, folks, and the majority of World War II locations where, um, oh yeah, I know what you mean, Captain. Yeah, that's one moment. Yeah, yeah, World War II 600-yard rifle range. That's on high ground. It's not a million miles from Talek, which is where the Crown's engine houses are. Yeah, I see it there. Yeah. I've actually flown the drone around there earlier this year, which was quite good. Down below it, folks, there's a couple of little quarries, and the valley down in kind of like just side of it, where the golf course is, that's quite an interesting little valley there. Loads of mining remains down there. Yeah, so it's quite interesting. Adam said about it. Yes, he did indeed. Yes. Indeed, Bodger. Indeed. Yeah, there is one or two private beaches around him, mostly down round Falmouth Way and things like that. Well, that's what we've noticed, and like the Halford River. Now, talking about the Halford River, we are planning one more hurrah with the boat. Now, that's going to have to be David, because David is Mr. Transport Man. He's Kernow EXP's official transport, and Adam is Kernow EXP's official transport. So I think we could probably get the boat in Adam's car and David's. Well, we know David's car. Now, Halford Passage is quite an interesting place, as you probably are aware, because there was lots of military bits and pieces around there. There's one famous thing. It's called the D-Day Road. Basically, it's where the Americans built this road to for the tanks and trucks and jeeps and all manner of equipment that went to Trebarth Gardens. Have I pronounced that right? Trebar Gardens. Trebor? No. I'm eating it, aren't I? Nude beaches, Bodger. Oh yeah, there's loads, mate. Yeah, we know about all of those. Okay, so you want to know about the nude beaches, do you, sir? Okay, right, here we go then. There's one on the North Cornish coast, and it's called, one moment, Fisherman's Cove. And it's a very narrow path. I'm not joking, it's like that, really. And it's really like a sheer drop. And it's very windy, and it's very steep at one part. That's a nudist beach. Another one that I know about from my extensive knowledge of these things, because I used to hunt these things out when I was younger, is Perranporth Beach, and it's Gravel Hill. There's like a mine there. That's a nudist beach, because I had a shocking experience there one time, because I went there to look at some bits and pieces, and this is probably about 25, 30 years ago, late 90s. And this girl walked along the beach, lovely, lovely looking maid. And I just didn't bother looking at her, because I was busy looking at doing my own things, like looking at the mine and what have you. And next minute I looked around, she was butt naked. I thought, what? Oh my God. That was quite thrilling, I thought, you know. Yeah. Carlisle Bay. There's a nudist. There was a nudist beach over there. Uh, I don't know about these days. I just don't really, not really interested now, folks. You know, but yeah, exactly, mate. Yeah, Mevagizzy. Yeah, now Mevagizzy is quite an interesting area, Tim. Now, I've yet to encourage Adam to go to radar. I don't know if we've done that together. I don't think we have. There's a radar site. Um, no, where is it? Hi, Mark. You're right, mate. Where I've lost. Do you know I've lost it? Oh, flipping heck! It's good to see Ghost Adventures of Cornwall in the house. Share the love, folks. Ah, okay. I was looking at the wrong place. Okay, Mevagizzy. So Mevagizzy's just down from St Austell, and down the coast from Mevagizzy, quite a way down actually. Where's that radar station? We've not done a lot down that way, to be honest. But I know, Adam, if you're there, mate, I know that there's an ROC post out that way, which we've not done, and I think we can get to it. But according to Subbrit Britannica, it was locked up by the landowner, and he wanted to preserve it as a memorial. So it wouldn't hurt, possibly, when we get some nice, better weather, when we've got a bit of time, because obviously time is not with us really at the moment. Saturday the weather's meant to be pants, so I don't think I've got editing to do anyway, folks. So should be quite good. Now I'm just trying to get to it. I think it's near Loo, Port Loo, is it? Port Low. That's it. Port Low. Port and then LOE, folks. Now there's a World War II radar site there, which is a chain home low site, and we need to get Mr. Two Wheel over there to document that. There's quite a bit there. My friend's Phoenix History from Kent did a video on that recently. Well, fairly recently. Let's catch up with the chat. Sorry, folks. Mark, that sounds really good, mate. Yeah. Yeah, definitely up for that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it'd be good to see Matt again. I haven't seen him for a while. Yeah, so this ROC post, chain home low site, that would be quite good. I have documented it once. I think, is it once? I'm not sure. I might have done it twice. But no, I did it once because I parked near the ROC post, which is owned by the National Trust, and I walked all that way. It was about 2-3 miles. Yeah, Varian. I parked at Varian, and I walked from Varian, you won't believe this, along the coast path all the way to that ROC post. It don't look like a lot, but it is, folks, and it's up and down, and it nearly killed me. Oh, geez. But I know that there's parking a lot closer, Adam, so that could be a good one for us. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely, Adam. Yeah. Yeah, we've not done anything down there, have we? We could probably catch the King Harry ferry and do that one. that Anthony battery. That would be quite good, wouldn't it? The thing is about the Varian area. There's a fair bit over there, to be honest. There's Mallet's Cottage. I think Captain Cornish did that one actually. And of course, there's the RAC post, but you've got to book a viewing, and then you've got that radar site, and then you've got Varian Castle apparently, which is like an ancient round, which is quite good. So there's another thing there. What's that? Ooh, Came Beacon Burial Mound. Oh, right. I didn't know about that. I've got it marked there as well. So that's quite interesting. Let's catch up with the chat again, folks. Yeah, it is, getting it, Captain. It's quite cool, that. Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah, there's a HAA down that way, Adam, which I've done ages ago. I think you haven't seen that, so we could incorporate that. So we could probably get quite a bit of video in one go. That would make it worthwhile, wouldn't it? Oh, Chaos Farm, Captain. Yeah, I know. Tim, yes, there is, mate. There's remains of a HAA down there, but I earlier this year, I think it was probably before summer came along, I went down and had a look, and all's left is just a couple of stones, and there's no evidence. I think it was more for a holdfast for a barge balloon. You know, I think that's what that was for. But the actual HAA battery down there, which is there's nothing really to show of it. Now, whether it's still there and been buried or what, we don't know. But the thing is, with farmers after the war, they didn't care anything about anything to do with the war. They were just glad to get through it, basically. But yeah, um, St Anthony's Head is quite interesting. Obviously, for us, we've got to go. There's only two ways to get to it, and that is number one is the King Harry Ferry, which was probably the best way to do it, and or uh, head out of Truro towards Tresillian and around that way, which I do know the road quite well because I've done it a few times, to be fair. Um, but yeah, there is quite a bit down there actually. Oops, pardon me. There's also a church down there which is called Place House, and there's a church in behind which Phoenix History went to it, and they did a bit of an investigation there. So that was quite interesting. So that could be doable. Also, there is where Place House is. There's a like a trackway which goes down to another house, but I do think there's some military things in the trees down there which are undocumented. So that could be quite good. So we'll go and check that out at some stage. Yeah, that's right, Captain. There is some practice trenches down there. I am aware of that. Um, the thing is with Place House, that was occupied during the war. And on the front lawn, if you were to go on the front lawn and zoom in on it, you could see the ghosts of where like foundations were. There was Nissan huts there, folks. I've seen pictures of those. So that was probably where the crew for the gun installation down at St Anthony's Head were billeted, because the road that goes to that is called Military Road, and yeah, it's quite interesting, to be honest. So yeah, that whole area is very, very interesting. There's a load of pillboxes along the coast there near Porthscafo, which and Gurrans, whatever it's called. There's a lot of stuff there, so it should be quite interesting. So yeah, we've got a lot to keep us going, folks. We really have, but because winter is coming on, I don't really want to ride the bike out in the rain too much if I can help it. So let's just catch up with some chat again. How long have we been on? No idea. Let's. Oh, we got six. Oh, we've been on nearly an hour. Right. Oh, you like that one, did you, Bodger? Yeah, that's good. That's quite an interesting location. That I've got family connections to that one because my family used to live down in the little hamlet called Todpole down in below, and my granddad actually knew a lady that was connected to the pumping engine house. I think her relations were basically in charge of it, sort of thing, and remember it working. Quite amazing, really, isn't it, when you think about it? Yeah, absolutely amazing. So, we've got loads of stuff to get to, folks, and it's all a few miles away from the HQ, basically, because as I was saying to Will recently, when it comes to the majority of World War II locations, me and Two Will have basically almost come to a stop when it comes to finding some new locations. Now, that doesn't mean to say that there isn't any locations. It's just according to the online map that we use, we've done the majority, folks, and it's just goes to show that you know the more research you do, the more stuff you find, and it's amazing. And so me, Adam, and David were down at a place called Porth Kernow, and that was there. I think there is a couple of little things down there for us to do, um, but finding those bunkers that we did, and I think there were fuel bunkers and stuff like that. Because they're not on any map, so that just proves that according to like the online map that we use, that doesn't mean that we have actually extinguished all the locations, but the map that we use, EDOB, what I'm trying to say is not every location from World War II is actually on that documented, because me and Adam have proven it time and time again that there is locations out there which are not on the map. And I'm pretty sure, folks, we're going to come up with some more. I'm pretty sure of it because we just keep doing it, don't we? We just keep doing it. And I'm convinced that trolling on the old Google Maps is the way to find these locations, especially as time goes forward, where they update the quality of the map as well, because the map is just the Bible when it comes to what we do. A lot of people don't like Google Maps, but we use it. I use it quite a bit, folks. Tim, we know a little bit about the Home Guard. David, hi David, how you doing? We do know a little bit about the Home Guard, but we don't know as much as we should. Now, there is one Home Guard location locally that we have not managed to get to. Now, we did try fairly recently, but the elements stopped play. And basically, what it is, it's a Nissan hut that was created for the Home Guard, and that's where they kept ammo, stores, and all things like that. And apparently, it's in this little quarry somewhere, which I know exactly where it is, but it's yet again, folks, logistical nightmare. David, we're all good, mate. Thank you for dropping in. Right, so we're gonna stop with the trolling on Google Maps, and now what we're going to do is we're going to ask some question time, basically. Sorry about the state of the room, folks. I am due to sort this out real soon. It's the only tip, really, because the rest of the house is shipshape and the workshop is shipshape. So, do we have any questions at all before we go? Because we've been on about an hour, and I said to Mrs. Kernow we'll be on about an hour. It is very handy, yeah, indeed it is. It seems that Google Maps have been updating a few things, which is quite interesting. Yeah. There is a couple of pillboxes that I would love to go and look at down at St Michael's Mount, but I don't really know how you gain access to it. I think they want you to pay. So what we might do, folks, is we might do a stealth mission late at night when the tide's out and go down there and jump the fence and have a little nosy. Do a secret vault special, folks. Because that'd be quite good, wouldn't it? I don't think the National Trust would like that. Mind you, I used to be a member, not a member. I used to be employed by the National Trust, and if I did that, they would probably would email me and say, but that'll be good for the video, wouldn't it? Should get a good few views out of that, shouldn't we? But yeah, this is another reason why we don't push our luck too much, because obviously we're too well known, folks. That's the big trouble. Tim, yes. Now, this Nissan hut I was telling you about is part of the secret army, and I, Adam, because me and Adam did actually go to a bunker that was used for the secret army, but we couldn't find it because obviously over time it's collapsed and what have you. I've tried in North Cornwall for one of these bunkers. I did find the location, but it's fallen in basically. Now there is one which we know about, and I've got that just reminded me actually. I've got to get Adam on board with this because it is there. It's made out of block. It's got railway sleepers on top for the roof, and apparently it's in good order. I totally forgot about it, to be honest. So I think we need to get Adam on board with that and just go for it one evening, because we can park the car out the way or the bikes, and we just got to walk across one field and then through another area, and then we're there. So it just needed. The reason why I haven't done that, folks, is because at the time I went there, it was the height of summer and it was totally overgrown. Now, because winter's coming forward now, the growth should have died back and the entrance should be more visible. So, Adam, if you're watching, mate, do you fancy that in the next week or two? If you do, then that is going to be a good one because we should be able to get an awesome video out of that. We could probably record going up to it and everything, really. I'm just checking that I've got it because it's quite a way up. It is a bit of a trek up. It's not far from Padstein, if you know where I mean. Right. Yeah, I have got it pinpointed. There we go. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, OB. Basically, these bunkers were OBs, and they they don't tend to survive very well, folks, because obviously they're made of whatever they could get their hands on at the time. Stephen. Hi, Stephen. How you doing? Do a wild camp. Yeah, we was meant to, mate. We was meant to, but it's been flipping awkward for various reasons. So yeah, the OB should be a good one. We should be able to get at least 20-minute, 30-minute video out of that. So that'll be good. Yeah. Yeah, we was gonna do an overnighter at Davidstow, RAF Davidstow, me and two Will, but things got in the way, folks, basically. Um, but yeah, we were whoops, sorry about the tap on that then. Me and Adam were over at oh look, there's a World War II bombing decoy site there. Totally forgot about that. I've got it marked anyway, so which is cool. Um, but this, you know, we're going to try and get a bit more done, folks. I've got a couple more videos on the backlog now, ready just in case the weather goes pants. I've got another motorcycle ride to let go soon, probably over the weekend. We've got another drone flight tonight. Me and Mrs. Kernow, when we finished work, we went over to Hellsmouth area and we flew the drone along there. So that will probably go over the weekend, if not Monday. And yeah, so that should be good. So I've got this new computer now. The old computer is still functional. Um, I've bought another webcam for it. I bought another keyboard and mouse for it. I'm going to set that up in the garage shed, and hopefully we can do live streams from it there. Now, obviously, we have upgraded the Wi-Fi booster doodahs, so that should hopefully make the Wi-Fi signal work a lot better. And we'll be doing some garage sessions, folks. Now we've got two bikes that we want to, well, three actually. Um, we've got the Simba, which needs recommissioning, and we've got the Honda NC NF50, I think, no, NF75, that is. We're going to unseize the engine. I've got new piston rings here for it and various other bits and pieces. So we'll be doing potential live streams regarding that, hopefully. So that should be good. And then we'll be recommissioning my son's motorbike. I might end up doing a live stream with that as well. Chris Outdoors, hi mate, how you doing? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry, Bodger. Excellent. Right. Well, any other questions before we go? Because I think we've been on long enough, really. I hope you enjoyed this long live stream. It's a long one for me. Um, so, Bodger, yes, mate. Yes, that is the idea. And maybe not as good as what Ian's got, but it'll be something along those lines, basically. Right. Okay. So I'd just like to thank you all for watching. I know I do waffle on a bit, but I think we've been on long enough. So I'd just like to say thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button. And if you have enjoyed this, then you can buy me a coffee. There should be a link in the description after I've finished. So I'd just like to say thank you for watching. Keep yourselves updated because I've got a lot of video to get on YouTube over the next few days. Um, Work tomorrow, and then we've got Saturday off. So Saturday will be probably spent in the editing suite, and we'll get probably 2 or 3 videos on, folks. I think you'll enjoy them. I'd just like to say thank you to the members. Thank you to Will. Thank you, Bodger. Thank you, Ghost Adventures, and everybody else there. Captain Cornish, thanks, mate, and Tim and everyone else. Thanks for dropping in. and we'll try our best to do another live next Thursday, possibly from the garage workshop. You never know. Anyway, we'll see you soon. Cheers and gone.